Oh, I can't believe it! After a 4-year wait, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Deluxe Edition has finally released for the PlayStation 5. Oh, I cannot wait to play it. Oh well, I got a flight to catch. Greetings, dear viewer. I am incredibly excited to get this started, but before we go any further, if you'd like to skip straight to the concert footage, just go to this point in the video here. But without further ado, it is my absolute privilege and pleasure, I am so stoked, to welcome you to the road to Blink-182. Pain. Pain is what I feel. Zach! Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that it's finally here. In 2022, when they announced that they were doing a proper world tour, I thought surely, I mean, they'll break up again before they get here, or something will go wrong, or a show will be cancelled, spoiler alert, but it's the day before. It's Friday. And tomorrow is the concert day, and it's happening. I'm gonna get to see Blink-182 in New Zealand. This is awesome. But before we go any further, I just have to give a big disclaimer. If you are a diehard Blink-182 purist, if you're a big fan, I have to let you know, I got into Blink-182 in 2019 through their album 9. And I love it. I love 9. I love Matt Skiba's involvement with the band. So I started there. It might even be my favourite album, just so you know. And then I got into, not Neighbourhoods, I got into California and California Deluxe, and then from there, listened to the old Tom DeLonge stuff. And, you know, now I like their more classic, traditional stuff. I don't enjoy the Scott Rayner era as much, but, you know, like their big popular, you know, Enema and Pants and Jacket, like that era, obviously, I love. And even, if I'm being honest, Neighbourhoods, Guilty Pleasure, love that. Dogs Eating Dogs, and of course, One More Time was in my top 10 albums of the year. So I'm repeating a lot of what I said in my top 10 2023 albums of the year, but I doubt many people watching this will have watched that. But now, you know, I am a fan of the Matt Skiba, you know, era, as well as, you know, more traditional Blink-182. And yes, One More Time is amazing. But, you know, if you hate Matt Skiba, if you hate that era of Blink-182, or you hate me, just, you know, that's fine. Feel free to just skip to the concert footage. That's absolutely okay, but I wanted to say that up front so you know where this particular Blink-182 fan is coming from. And now, real quick, I just wanted to go over the Blink-182 discography, just to let you know my thoughts on it. Buddha, awesome for a demos album. Cheshire Cat, it's alright, but Raw, you know, I like their more solid sound. Dude Ranch, never really got into it, sadly. Enema of the State, ironically, I know it's like their favourite, like the fan favourite album. I like it less than Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. But, the Mark, Tom and Travis show, not a fan, but it's part of the collection. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, awesome album, my goodness. And then, self-titled, this is probably actually my favourite album. Sure, it might be cliche, but for a millennial that grew up with, like, I Miss You on the radio all the time, awesome. Greatest Hits, obviously neat. Second version of Greatest Hits because they have different bonus tracks. The deluxe edition of Neighbourhoods, underrated album, very cool. Unfortunately, don't have Dogs Eating Dogs, but California, love it. California Deluxe, also love it. Ironically, not as much as standard, none of the bonus tracks are as good as anything on the actual album, in my opinion, but still whatever. 9, perfection, love that album, love it. Blink-182, One More Time, the album that spawned this whole reunion and tour, love it as well. Not perfection, couple of tracks on there I don't care for. Ironically, the very first track that they released from it, I thought was incredibly cringe. But hey, some people like that kind of juvenile humour, like, goes back to their early days, but whatever. I love these two, and self-titled. Anyway, oh yeah, just picked up, obviously, Final Fantasy VII, Alkaline Trio. Finally listened to them. Their new album is good. I recommend it. Now, my flight is in less than an hour, so I need to go. I haven't even finished making my sandwiches or packing, so I gotta rush! So, somewhere along the line, Expedia's booked me in. I don't want to say Expedia booked me in the wrong hotel. Like, obviously, it's probably my fault, human error, but I didn't know there were multiple VR hotels or motels in Wellington. So I walked all the way here from the Sky Tower, which, you know, isn't far. Only to be told, oh no, it's you're at the other one, which is literally where you just walked from. So, big walk and getting all sweaty for nothing, but that's alright. Okay, thankfully, I'm feeling a little bit better now. because, well, I just got to my room and I'm very impressed, but the warning signs were like, oh dear, like you get out of the elevator and there's a flickering, creepy flickering light. One of the neighbours is thrashing music, but I opened the door thinking it's just going to be, you know, a normal room with a bed, hello, but it's an actual studio apartment, like a proper thing, little hallway, and then down here, proper lounge area, bed. Wait, is that a balcony? Oh, alright, I'm in a good mood again now. I'll explain why I wasn't in a good mood for a while, but yeah, I could have guests here. Like, this is bigger than my living quarters at home. Which, I don't know, probably from this wall to that wall is the entirety of my apartment at home. Alright, let's compare this apartment suite to my actual apartment at home. So we got the front-loading washing machine, a tall freezer that probably works, nice little microwave, sink, not much bench space, kind of like my house, but look at the cupboards and actual drawers. Drawers! I don't have drawers at home. And an oven! Sure, you got the 2 stovetops, but an oven! I miss an oven. And this is my apartment at home. Microwave. Tiny fridge with a teeny little freezer strip at the top that I can't even fit a loaf of bread in. Stove hob. There's only 2. Apparently only one of them works. I don't know. I've never tried to use it because, well, only one of them works. And this is the only bench space I have. And obviously, no washing machine, no dryer, no oven, no drawers. Couple of cupboards though. Yeesh. At least I fit in the tall person shower. And then the room. I've made it my own. It's my home. But it is a room. $350 a week in Central Wellington, folks. Woo! Alright. Got myself set up in the corner, and let's have this unfortunate discussion, shall we? I apologise for looking down on you, but it's the best angle I can get. So, I was going to discuss the Christchurch situation later in the video, but something happened very recently, like within the last hour or so, that has kind of recontextualize it. So basically, 2022, Blink-182, they announced their, world tour and sort of thing, and like from where my limited knowledge of their history, I didn't think they flew because of what happened to Travis back in like the early 2000s and stuff. I didn't think they took planes and stuff. I thought they just cruise shipped everywhere, which is why they hadn't been to like New Zealand or Australia in ages. But they're doing a full world tour, so I assume he's conquered his fears of flying. Good for him. It's a proper thing, and they only announced 2 New Zealand shows in amongst, the half dozen or dozen or so Australian shows, like every artist does, All Time Low, Mayday Parade, You Me at 6. They all did Auckland show. No, they all did Australia shows, no New Zealand shows. But Blink-182 are coming to New Zealand, which is awesome. However, last week, so like a week before the concert, they cancel. But Blink-182 never put out a statement or anything, and people were kind of upset. Like, they never said anything. They weren't like, oh, we're sorry, They just found out through Ticketmaster. Like, ticket holders in Christchurch got an email saying, hey, due to unforeseen, like, technical circumstances or something, the show was cancelled. And I was really gutted, because I've never had, like, a high-profile concert be cancelled on me before, aside from, when COVID struck and the Fall Out Boy Green Day Weezer Mega Tour got cancelled. But I've had like smaller gigs and like local bands have to cancel or change dates, and even that kind of sucks. So I can't imagine how much. And this isn't like a band that comes here every couple of years, like Florence and the Machine, who comes here pretty much every tour sort of thing. This is Blink-182, who haven't been here in well over a decade, maybe even longer. And the fact that it just got cancelled a week beforehand, like that's crushing. That is soul crushing. I was really upset for the people of Christchurch, and I was going to bring that up quite early in the video, like I have now, but I got off the plane after landing in Auckland, and the first thing that pops up on Facebook, I have no idea how, I guess that's just the algorithm, but an article from like a local newspaper down in Christchurch. Blink-182 say F Christchurch in their Melbourne show. And I was like, whoa, that's out of context, that's horrible. But, I don't want to just take things at face value. I'll click on the article, and thankfully they actually had the video at the top of the article, not like, most major news outlets where you got to scroll down for ages only to find out the video's not even linked in there. But sure enough, it was like a link to a TikTok video where they're having a bit of stage banter, and Travis accidentally says, yeah, go Sydney, and they're like, he said Sydney, we're in Melbourne, and then they were like making fun of Sydney because, I don't know, comedians do that. I don't know why some comedians and musicians like think that making fun of other cities while playing in a different city will get the audience engaged. Like, yeah, screw our neighbouring city. Like, is that really a common thing? But whatever. So they were, talking about like, oh yeah, Sydney sucks, this is Melbourne, yeah. And then Mark says like, Sydney was so bad we had to cancel Christchurch. F Christchurch. I don't know if it was Tom or Mark that said it, but like, what? What a huge dick move! Like, that is the worst possible thing. So, I mean, it doesn't affect me, like, directly, because I'm going to Auckland show, you know, flying from Wellington to Auckland, but that is horrible. Like, decades after, or at least a decade after they've last been here, and it's like, they announce that they're coming here, and it's really awesome, you get to go see them, and you buy tickets. The tickets were expensive, like the most, I don't think it's the most I've personally paid, because I got tickets to see the Killers way too late, so I think I paid a lot for that, but tickets were not cheap, and the Christchurch show sold out, and you buy the tickets at absurd Ticketmaster prices in 2022, you wait a year and a half, almost 2 years for them to finally come here, and then a week out, they cancel. But the band themselves don't say anything, they don't have a statement or anything, not even like a publicist, you know, doing a generic copy-paste, like, oh, the band regret to inform you, but no, it's just an email via the Ticketmaster website. And then the next thing you know, the band are like saying, F you. Not you directly, but the city you were going to. Like, that is horrible. But hey, Christchurch have survived bigger things. You know, they had the massive earthquakes in like 2011. They had some Australian degenerate come over and do the mosque shooting and stuff. So Christchurch has already been through enough. Like, this is nothing compared to them. But it's also one of those things where it's like, the people of Christchurch, they deserve a break. Like, at the very least, you got to cancel, fine. But don't say F you, Christchurch, at an Australian show. That's lame. That is so lame. So yeah, when I saw that, getting off the plane, like, that put me in a real, just sad mood. I was so upset. And because, like I said, I wanted to get the full context. I didn't just want to read the article headline and be like, oh. So yeah, I watched the video, read the article, and like, there's a statement from the local mayor and stuff like that. But it is still just, that's bad. I love some of these comments though. Like, well, I don't agree with them. The sentiment, you know, I get it. It's rude. And let's just say I've been tired and grumpy all week, you know, just not getting enough sleep no matter how hard I try, and it's just, you know, not been in the best mood. So today, when I was actually feeling excited finally, and then that happened, it kind of sunk my mood again, and then I have to walk half an hour. I didn't need to, because basically I took the bus from the airport to Auckland Sky Tower, and then I walk all the way to VR on Queen Street, only to find out, actually, it's not. It's a different VR, which is where I am now. Although, I gotta say, I've stayed at VR on Queen Street, which has like a beautiful lobby, like 5-star looking place, you know, on first impressions. And the rooms I've stayed at, where I've stayed twice before, for NF and 21 Pilots, I think. That was so long ago. The room, you know, it's fine, but it is literally just a room with a bed and like a little corner. Like, it's a pizza shape. It's a triangle room with like a toilet sliding door in the corner sort of thing. But this is like an actual apartment. And the lobby looks like it's like a backpacker, so it's nice. I realize I've rambled a lot more than I needed to, but I had to say, I was very upset at, you know, the actions, the words spoken, whether they thought they were being funny or whatever. Just, that's not funny. That's not cool. But I really like this room. My favourite bakery in Auckland, Tart Bakery, is closed now, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next couple of hours. Normally when I go to Auckland, well, back in the days, the pre-COVID days, where I had lots of concerts to go to, and I had someone to go to concerts with, you know, would go out and do stuff, you know, go to Tart Bakery, Real Groovy, but now Real Groovy's kind of lame. It's like a lot smaller now. A lot of the food places we used to go to are closed, although Tart Bakery's still open, which is wonderful. And most importantly, don't have money. I know that's like a trend every road to concert video I do. I haven't got any money. But no, this time it was like, yeah, thank goodness, like, flights and accommodation, everything have been paid for in the past, because like, I got about like $84 to last me the weekend, and that includes, you know, 2 Ubers and 2 buses, so I'll be eating ice. But there's a microwave here, so I might get myself a cheap microwave meal from the supermarket. Oh, living in luxury. But hey, you know, I'm still grateful for this experience. You know, not everyone can have this sort of thing, and this has got to be my last, well, it's my first, like, going out of Wellington concert of the year, and probably going to be my last for a long time, because money is... capitalism sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna chillax, and then I might go for a wander, or I might see if I can see Dune 2 in IMAX at the local cinema. I know I said I was going to stop being negative, and then my brand new earplugs broke. They were only cheap for like a cheapy shop, but still, they literally just split in half while I was, you know, taking them from hanging around my neck, so maybe I do just need a nap to ungrumpify myself. Yeah, just a little nap. But I promise this is going to be a fun video. Oh my goodness, my hair. Alright, it's the next day, concert day, March 2nd, Saturday. Woo! Had a good nap last night, yes. And then I went to Gorilla Kitchen, my favourite vegan restaurant in Auckland, because it's still open. You know, Prawn Soul Food, closed. The Burgery, closed. And even some of my old favourite junk food shops, like the Tart Bakery on K Road, is closed. It moved, so that's technically still open, but on K Road it's closed. And obviously, the Pied Piper Donuts is closed, and Mustache Cookies is closed. Ah, well. So yeah, I went there and, well, spooky elevator ride. As far as spooky elevators go, this is one of the spookiest. Very rattly. And music coming from somewhere. Oh man, the burger was delicious. I love it. I swear I have the same thing every time I go. But still, it's good. They've opened a second location on K Road, which is apparently open till 3 a.m. some nights. So I think I know where I'm going tonight after the concert. But yeah, got back, had a nice shower. You know, it's not a tall person shower, but it's nice enough. Had a good night's sleep. Just yeah, just chilling at the moment. It's about 11:30 in the morning, and I've only got to go do like two things. I think I got to go to a supermarket, grab like a tiny bottle of water. Then I got to go to the Tart Bakery down on the waterfront to grab some snacks for tonight and probably tomorrow if I don't eat them all. And then yeah, it'll just be a matter of chilling, waiting for, I reckon, because the gates open quite early, so I might go around 3-ish, 4-ish. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get there later than planned, but obviously gotta fix my hair. And just to add insult to injury in the whole Christchurch situation, is a good friend of mine whose name is also Dylan, other Dylan, shout out to other Dylan, was actually going to the Christchurch show. I didn't realise I knew anyone that was going to that one. I thought the people, what few people I know that are going to Blink-182 were going to the Auckland show. And, well, they didn't realise the whole, you know, FU Christchurch situation until they saw my Instagram story. So, yeah, that's a bit upsetting. Shout out to other Dylan. I'm sorry that you missing out. But they're going to REM instead, so, you know, compromised. I thought I'd record this sitting in front of the window so you could see the view, but it's just overcast cloud, which I love. Anyway, I look like an absolute shambles, so I'm gonna get myself sorted, you know, head uptown for a little bit, and then it'll be time for the concert, finally, right? Alright, Saturday the 2nd of March, 12:30 p.m. It's a nice view from my apartment. The Sky Tower is that way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Look at that. So that's looking out to the waterfront, which means that direction is where I've got to go to the stadium to see Blink-182. Obviously, I'm going to do a couple of little shoppy bits around first. I've got my phone, my tote bag, my wallet, my $40. Yeah, well, either way, we're going to have a good day. Only now that I'm in the elevator do I realise I forgot to fix my hair. That's alright. It's not like I'm going to bump into anyone I know. Or bump into Blink-182 for a photo opportunity. But just in case, I've always got my my bag of CDs and a marker pen, just in case. Because that one time I got to meet Brandon Flowers walking down the street and he signed my album. Because that one time, now every time I go to a gig, I've always got at least one CD and a marker pen, just in case. I realised last night, I'm a bit out of practice with the old road to concert vlogs, because normally I start with the crucial context and information, like the actual road to. Now, because of Foo Fighters, it wasn't much of a journey because they played in Wellington and I live in Wellington, but this time Blink-182 are playing in Auckland and I live in Wellington, hence the Uber to the airport, the plane up here, that sort of thing. It is a beautiful overcast day. If you know me personally, you know I love cold weather. So I think it's about 23 degrees, but there's a nice cool breeze, so yeah. Let's go check out Real Groovy Supermarket and grab some treats at Tart Bakery. Yo, that crane's actually moving. In Wellington there are cranes everywhere, but they never actually use them. But in Auckland, I guess they do. I don't know why I recorded this. It's not as exciting as I thought it would be. We've got one of these in Palmy, but it has numbers on it, so checkmate, Auckland. This is what the inside of my brain looks like, probably. I just wanted to take a quick detour to see if they had the new Lego Star Wars R2-D2, but like, this is a mess. They got Lego Star Wars up there. They got, where is it? Some Lego Star Wars there, there's one there, there's one on the end. It's like not organised by theme. Oh look, there's another Lego Star Wars. I just wanted to see if they had the R2-D2 so I could pretend that I could afford it. So no Lego R2-D2, but cheap earphones. Hopefully they work. Then I decided to take a a quick look in Real Groovy. Yeah, quick. I didn't mean to spend an hour and a half in Real Groovy. It's like for some reason I forgot that, you know, Real Groovy's not a place you just pop into quickly. It's a place you spend hours and hours looking. And yeah, so it's well after 2:30. If I can make it to the concert venue by 4:30, I'll be happy, but I still need to grab something to eat first. Oh, for crying out loud, the elevator took me back to the ground floor after going to the basement, and I got out thinking I was on my floor. For crying Okay, so it's 4:15, you know, about the time I would be hoping to be on my way, but instead I spent like 2 hours in Real Groovy, and then they didn't have anything at Tart Bakery, so I asked on Auckland Vegans Facebook page, like, hey, any recommendations for something healthy close to town? And someone recommended a place, and by the time I got there, it was like next to Spark Arena, so I thought, oh, check out Spark Arena. And when I got there, the merch venue had only just opened, so I thought, oh, sweet, perfect, I'll grab the stuff now, it won't take long. I swear the line just would not move. So I got that, got a couple of dumpling-looking things that I'll have to eat quickly. Because like I said, this is the time I would have liked to have been on my way, and I'm only just getting back. Well, needless to say, good day, considering the fact I didn't really have money to spend. Like, you know, I got a slice, got a couple of bower buns, a couple of $3 CDs. But yes, I'm gonna put my merch on, put my cool Auckland exclusive Blink-182 shirt on, and basically just wait for my phone to charge, and then as soon as it's charged, I will leave. Alright, see you then. Alright, it is 5 PM, not good. But my phone's at 80%, so that's good enough. This is the awesome Auckland exclusive shirt. I have to say, very see-through. Very cool, unique design that I'll show off later, but looking in the mirror, you can see every hair on my chest, and you can see the scar from my appendectomy a couple of years ago through the shirt, so like, whether that was intentional or not, I don't know. But yeah, my phone is currently plugged in as we speak, because I'm just trying to get it charged before I leave. So yeah, 5 PM, I'm going to have to take an e-scooter or something, because yeah, not much time. But without further ado, oh my goodness, the conclusion to the road to the Blink-182, the actual concert itself.
And I survived quitting this band like a stupid motherfucker. Will you give us everything you got on this song?
good show. And now I'm in K Road Gorilla Kitchen. Very cool, getting a takeaway burger, taking it back to the room, and then it'll be all about showering, uploading videos, and bed. And just like that, it is Sunday, and it is a beautiful rainy day outside. Can you even see? I don't think the camera's gonna work. That's alright. It's my kind of weather. Apparently it's like thunder and lightning in Wellington, so I hope the plane can land. If not, am I stranded in Auckland? Who knows? So, normally I have like a little post-concert recording, but I've decided to omit that from this video because a lot of little negative things just kind of built up. And I've already been more negative in this video than I like with the whole, you know, F Christchurch situation and stuff. But just to quickly gloss over them, Ticketmaster fudged up because I went there with my friend from work, Jason, and his buddy Ryan, and then my good friend Taylor from Holloway, who you might recognise from The Road to the Killers and The Road to My Chemical Romance. But anyways, we all had the same ticket, but they chose to get the collectible tickets, right? So we line up together, which we didn't think we'd be able to. This whole time I thought, oh, we're going to be separate. But no, we line up together, and that's all well and good. And, you know, I line up super early, like hours before the concert, so we can get close to the front, even though the VIPs were going in. Anyway, I'm rambling again. But we get in there, and this lady on the side's like, oh, yeah, you got the collectible tickets, sweet, here's some armbands, you get to go at the front. And so my friend Jason and my friend Taylor got them, and then Jason's friend Ryan, who I don't know, and I didn't. And I queried it, and they took me to the office and like looked at my phone, like the tickets and everything, and they were like, even though you bought the same tickets at the same time, the collectible tickets mean you get close to the front. So they had separated sections, and when I went to Red Hot Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters and stuff, because I bought the tickets when they first went on sale, I did like buy the front standing deliberately, but I don't know whether it mucked up because I bought my friend's ticket because I couldn't afford the Blink-182 tickets years ago. Shout out to Tanisha, thank you for selling me your ticket. Basically, Taylor and Jason got to go to the front, and we had to stand at the back by the second barrier, which I didn't mind, you know, it was a good view and stuff. But, well, as soon as the lights went down on the opening act, Jason's buddy Ryan just boing, jumped over the barrier like it was nothing and disappeared into the front crowd. And everybody cheered. It was great. So good for him. So I didn't get the best view, and I didn't get to spend it with my friends, but it was still good. Here I go again, rambling for 2 minutes. And it was that, and after the concert, I met people, or I bumped into people that I used to be quite close with, and now is no longer very close, and it kind of upset me, but that doesn't matter. Like I said, this was like a good 10 minutes of me rambling last night, but the show was great. I didn't mind my view, because I was on the second barrier, so you had like the sea of VIPs and early access people, and then there was a barrier and me, and it was great. There weren't like a-holes in the crowd by where I was, which is good. I was really worried about this one. I thought it'd be like a terrible mosh pit and just a bunch of drunk, belligerent idiots. But no, it was good. Security good, music good. The only downsides to the show itself was, ironically, Tom could not care less about singing One More Time, which is their encore song, which is such a shame. And when they play Bored to Death, which is the only song they play from the Matt Skiba era, I was so confused because Mark was singing Matt's portions. Tom doesn't do the falsetto, like the high voice anymore, and it's so weird to hear Mark Hoppus be like, you know, bored to death, I'm fading fast. It's very strange. But, you know, whatever. That's their choice. I wish they would play Cynical again. They played that for a while. But no, the point is, the show was great. They put on an awesome time. The music was great. And it's funny, my friends, again, Taylor from Holloway, when he went to see My Chemical Romance, he said when they played Welcome to the Black Parade, it was like a transformative moment for him. Like, it was just ethereal and everything. Life-changing. And I didn't really get that experience, but man, when Blink-182 played I Miss You, whoo, so many emotions. I felt a lot of things when that came on. I'm so glad I got to record it in 4K. Anyway, shout out to my friend Dylan who couldn't make the Christchurch concert. I hope you're having a good holiday there anyway, and I hope you enjoy Pearl Jam or REM, whatever tickets you got. Shout out again to Tanisha for selling me her ticket a couple of years ago. Shout out to Jason and Ryan and Taylor. Hope you guys enjoyed. And to everybody who in New Plymouth saw Matchbox 20 last night, and everyone in Wellington who saw the Throwback 80s gig, if I could be in 3 places at once, whew, I would be. Anyways, it's about 11:15. I've got to check out. I'm going to try and make it to Tart Bakery to grab something to eat before I go. But if not, you know, bus, onto a plane, Uber home, and then lots of laundry. Alright, at last we're home, and I gotta say, I'm very disappointed with the lack of thunderstorms that we were supposed to get in Wellington, and instead it's blue sky, which, you know, I like my cold weather, but still. Nothing's easy, is it? What a hassle. The plane was delayed so much to the point where I actually fell asleep, had a nap, and then woke back up and we still hadn't taken off in Auckland. And then I got stuck at the Wellington airport for a good 30 minutes. I don't want to exaggerate and say like, oh, it was close to an hour, but it was at least half an hour waiting for the Uber app to try and find me a ride, and it just wouldn't. So then I got triple charged, and hopefully they give money back because I don't usually use Uber because I can't afford it. I'm more of the e-scooter person. But anyway, I'm all about laundry now. Laundry and finishing this video. So without further ado, I'll wrap this up by showing you some of the cool stuff I got. Okay, we've got the Blink-182 flag, which was ironically the cheapest thing there. Actually, the cheapest thing there was a sticker, but the sticker was $10, which is overpriced for a sticker, so in comparison, that was actually not too bad. I've got my We Heart 9 little thing that I printed off, because darn it, if no one else in the world is going to like that album, I will. And then this is the One More Time tour shirt, which I love. You've obviously already seen the Auckland one, and you're not seeing it again because it's covered in sweat, and it's in the washing pile at the moment. So yes, the logo, the One More Time, and then on the back, they've got all the tour dates. Unfortunately, a constant reminder of the cancelled Christchurch show. But that's very cool. And the poster, which I haven't actually had a good look at. I saw there was a Kiwi on it, though, so I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have a look. Oh, that's lovely. I saw they had some independent artists do, like, custom posters for each show in, like, the Australian tour, which I thought was really cool. And this one is beautiful. So we got a little Kiwi there, Sleeping Rabbit, and then, of course, references to some of their albums. Cheshire Cat, self-titled, Buddha. Anyways, that's cool. Nice little amp set up. I have to wonder what the Christchurch one would look like, but that is going to be so cool. I'd put it on my poster wall, my band poster wall, but it's pretty much chock-a-block, so I've started a second one over here. It can go right next to Budget Cucks, because Budget Cucks, Blink-182, both that kind of juvenile humour. So yeah, it's going to go right there and watch me sleep. Something I just noticed while showing off this beautiful poster to my parents via Messenger is snakes. There are no snakes in New Zealand. I'm not sure if the artist is a Kiwi or knew that we don't have snakes here, but anyway, doesn't change the fact that it's a beautiful piece of work. But it's funny because snakes, and literally during the concert, Tom said this.
Now, I hear that your continent doesn't even have snakes. I love this place.
Oh yeah, that's more like the weather I was promised. I love it. Yes, it's Monday the 4th of March now, and normally I like to wait till I've pretty much edited the video to record an outro, but it's going to take about 2 hours just to load the files into the video editor. Microsoft Movie Maker, by the way, you know, nothing fancy about it here, but yeah, great time overall. I can't really think of anything else to add. It was worth waiting so long. And yeah, there were a lot of... It wasn't like a situation of like everything that could go wrong, but there were a lot of little things that were just trying so hard to ruin my time. And I was determined to not let them ruin my time. And I hope that is reflected in this video. I'm really worried this is going to be like 40 minutes long. I'm hoping it's not. But if it is, thank you so much for watching. So far, the live footage uploads aren't getting as many views as like I anticipated. I thought loads of people loved Blink-182. Like for Foo Fighters, I woke up the next day and there was like 1,000 views on one of them. Like, whoa! You know, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about the views. The only reason I record the concert footage is, one, so I can rewatch them because, you know, I tend to forget things easy and I want to relive those moments. And two, for people that couldn't make it, in this case, the people of Christchurch. You know, if they want to see. Although, when I think about that, you know, maybe they don't want to see what they missed out on. Anyway, I don't want to ramble any longer than I already have in this video. So thank you very, very much for watching. The next Road to Concert vlog is going to be a little band called For King and Country. And then a month after that is Tenacious D. So that's all that I've got lined up for the year so far. And they're both in Wellington. So thank you very much for watching. Like, big time. This is way longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to stop talking right now. Have a good day. Finally. I'm not sure why I'm opening this. I haven't even finished the last game first.